everyone, so this video is for a review for Temptu and their personal airbrush AirPod. Please forgive the sound in the background, it's my tweet deck. This one is more for personal use. Temptu, for a while, they've been around for a while and they have always focused more on professional airbrush use rather than on a personal airbrush makeup on a personal level. So they came out with this AirPod, and if you haven't seen it, you can get it at Sephora or you can go to temptu.com and order it there. If you are going to get the AirPod, or if it's something you're looking into, I would recommend going to a Sephora and having them color match you for foundation. Just because, I mean, you don't want to go online and, you know, they do have a color match thing that you can get or that you can use online to match your skin tone with your foundation that you're going to purchase, but I always hate buying foundation online unless it's a color that I know will absolutely match me. So if you can, go to a Sephora and get color matched with your foundation. Don't just wing it online. But anyways, Temptu sent me this, or a public or representative of the company, I don't know, they sent me this. So I did get this for free along with a foundation, or it's a duo foundation set that I got. So it was 2 foundation pods, a blush, and a highlight. So I did receive these for free. However, there's no compensation for this video review and the demonstration of how to use it. That is actually just me doing it. So FTC guidelines out of the way. Upon first usage, it is pretty easy to use, to get used to it. You do have, you can control your airflow through here. And I left the sticker on just so that way, I left the sticker on because there is a little diagram that's on around the dial where it shows, you know, it gets smaller and then the diagram that goes around it gets bigger, but it's kind of hard to see since it's in black. So I left the sticker on just so I could know which way to turn it for less or more air pressure. You said, you know, when you get it, it comes with just the box, and then this is detached from it, and this tube is also detached from it. So you do have to do a little bit of assembly, but it's not really that hard. You just stick the tube on either end of the thing and then plug it in and you can start using it. It does have an automatic shut off at, I believe, 15 minutes, so it's very green friendly, so you're not just leaving it on when you're not doing anything. And to use it, you take off your little AirPod comes like this, and to use it you take this little piece off, you stick it in here. There's a tube that's right inside here, and actually when you get it, it'll actually be a black tube like this. However, this already broke, which kind of irks me because, I mean, this is really only the 4th time I've used this foundation, and it like broke right in half there, if you can see it. So like it just split down the seam. So what I did to fix it was I took I had another tube from another airbrush thing, and I just cut a snippet off and stuck it on there. When you put it together, you make sure your tubes line up like that. Push down on this button and it'll just snap right in. You turn it on, which is the power. There's a power button that's right up here. You turn it on, and then this trigger here, this is the part that works like a trigger. This is the part here that works like a trigger in an air gun. You pull that back, and then that'll allow the foundation or the blush or the highlight, whatever you're using, to come through. And when you apply it in this circular motion. I do have a demonstration video coming on, or that I'll attach to this video, to this review, but, you know, I'm just kind of explaining it because I didn't really explain that part in the video. So that's pretty much it for how you use it. And when you are ready to change out your foundation to your blush or your highlight, push this side button here, and it just snaps right off. So, you know, it's not too hard to use, not too complicated or anything like that. The AirPods, you can tell, have you can tell the color through there. So not only can you tell when your foundation is running low because you can see it, or your blush, but you can also tell which is which just by the color on the outside. And this here is the highlight compared with the foundation. Overall, I think it's pretty good. The coverage is really good. I mean, it's Temptu quality, so you can't expect the coverage to not be good, and for the foundation to not go on very smoothly and evenly. Now, the one thing I don't like about the Temptu AirPod is that you don't have the opportunity, at least not as far as I've seen. When I was looking at it at Sephora, they didn't show any opportunity for this, but you don't have the ability to mix and match colors. So you either have to match this foundation, or whatever foundation you pick out, you either have to match that perfectly, or there's no room for being able to mix two colors together or anything to come up, you know, say you're in between shades. So that would kind of be the only drawback that I don't like about the AirPod. But if you're just looking, oh, also too, you don't have the ability to do eyeshadow or eyebrows or anything else like that. It's pretty much just limited to foundation. So that's kind of a bummer, but maybe that's something that they'll add along with the iPod. Maybe that's something they'll add along with the AirPod, you know, in the future date, because it is possible to do eyeshadow with this, because you can control how much product is coming out with the Air and stuff like that. So if that is something that they do tend to add later on, then that would be awesome. If not, that kind of sucks, because then you're just limited to using this for foundation. But that is the only drawback that I see about the Temptu AirPod. I did have a bit of a hard time maneuvering the AirPod to get them on and off of the actual gun. That's another drawback that I see, is that sometimes it's kind of hard to maneuver in that way. But once you get used to it, once you figure out how to maneuver it on and off of the actual gun, you're good to go. It just takes a couple of chances to get used to it. Overall, it is a good foundation. It does have good coverage. As you can see, this side of my face is done in the foundation and blush and a bit of highlight on my cheek and my forehead. This side isn't. So you can already see the difference. There's not as much, all the red is covered. The red blotchiness and everything is covered on this side as compared with on this side. So foundation-wise, Temptu is not lacking. I mean, and they shouldn't be, because they're known for their airbrush, foundation and everything like that. I'm still kind of wishy-washy on the whole thing, just because it seems limited in the uses you can use for it. But I will put up the demonstration video for how I did it. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to do on yourself. It is kind of hard to hold this because of its size and to, maneuver around, but you get used to it. The more you use it, you get used to it. It's just a matter of knowing how to work your angles and everything else like that. So it's my review. I don't really know if you guys will find that very helpful or informational or whatnot, but hopefully you do. And I will see you guys later. Bye!